What's going on, everybody? Sorry, the button was muted. Welcome. This is a kind of impromptu live. I was going to be doing this tomorrow. Hello, everyone. Thanks for being here. You guys know we always like to, showcase some other videos if we can. I came across one. She's actually in the comment section right now. It's the J-Town Press. She got arrested in Louisiana not too long ago. And this arrest is poked just with so many holes. It's absolutely astounding that in today's society, not only with cell phone footage, but just with basic knowledge, that someone could get arrested for something as stupid as this. I'm going to let the video pretty much speak to itself. Welcome to all our mods and members. Shout out as if it's your business, Batman. And J-Town Press is in the chat. So if the mods could please drop her link, I'd appreciate it. But long story short, they converted her town hall while they're putting it under construction. They put it in a Macy's. So maybe she needed a FOIA request and some blue jeans. But she goes there to film. They shut her down immediately. In this town, there is no filming. How dare you think you could have something such as the First Amendment? Ridiculous. So she goes to follow up with the complaint process. And again, she gets really no help. When she's done getting the information that she needs, she starts to walk around public areas. No signage, absolutely open to the public. She actually has encounters with other law enforcement officials while she's going through, not bothering anyone. What do? Come out and arrest her. All right. She was charged with refusing to ID and trespassing, criminal trespassing. This video is astounding to watch, to think that cops could be this stupid. Everyone, while you're here, please smash the like button. If we could put in a link and I'll pin it for... Yeah, exactly. And we could put up a link for J-Town Press. Oh, perfect. Melissa did, so I'll pin that to the top of the chat. So that way everyone can go subscribe. Also, subscribe to our backup channel, the AFA Crew. It's bumping over there, folks. But without further ado, let's get right into this video. You guys are going to be absolutely pissed. And thanks again to Lackluster for sharing myself and Banana Rander's video. Always appreciate it. Good buddy, good dude. Let's jump right into this, okay?
Welcome back, everybody. J-Town Press, it's Lana here, and I'm going to give you a little update from when I was removed from the Kenner City Hall. There are three main events that happened that you need to know. First, I was removed from the City Hall there in Kenner, Louisiana. Second is when I went to the Kenner PD complex to file an internal affairs complaint, and I walked around the PD, I walked outside, and then I was arrested. Third is when I went back to the Kenner Police Department complex to pick up my GoPro that was confiscated during my arrest. I also got some shots of the lobby area of the PD of some changes since my arrest that you won't want to miss. So here's event number 1 at the Kenner City Hall where I get removed under threat of arrest.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
Good. I'm just taking a look around. Did you need to inspect the bag or?
Yeah,
I'm just an independent journalist that's got a little content for a story. This is the temporary city hall?
yeah.
Okay.
You probably gonna have to speak to somebody to look around.
I'm just an independent journalist.
What's that?
I'm an independent journalist.
Okay.
Just got a little content for a story. So why is that?
No.
So I can't come in the city hall?
For safety reasons, no.
For safety?
Wait a second. Let's slow this down here. This guy's like, oh, you'd like to look around a city hall? No. Not going to happen. It's very unsafe. Who knows? Maybe your camera could shoot rocket-propelled grenades.
Safety
Yeah,
reasons.
independent journalist.
Is it a policy?
Yes.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
not a law.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you can't come in this building to film right now.
What happens if I come in?
I'm telling you, you can't.
Okay, who are you?
I'm a police officer.
I know, but can you
Security for
identify-
this building.
Can you identify yourself? I mean, what's your name? What's your position?
My name's Officer Glazer, Kenner
Okay.
Police.
What, you have a badge number?
I do.
Okay, so you're
542.
okay. So you're telling me I can't come film in a public location?
Right now, yes, we're holding court.
Okay, so it's a courthouse then.
Yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. So that's what I was asking her if it was City Hall. So it's because it's a
It's
courthouse.
both.
Okay, so where's the courtroom? Is it on one side or the other?
Can you turn your camera off for me?
No thanks.
Step outside there.
Okay. What if I don't?
Step outside.
So what if I don't?
I'm gonna call someone here and you're gonna be arrested for not following my directions.
Okay, so I'm gonna be arrested if I don't leave.
Yeah, you
Okay,
will be.
I'll leave under threat of arrest then.
That was Friday. The following Wednesday, I went to the Kenner Police Department.
Let's go over this part of the interaction real quick. Firstly, and there's case law upholding this. So after Hurricane Katrina, lots of large public venues were converted so that way they could be able to, hold court and hold public business while a lot of these buildings were destroyed. So thankfully in Louisiana, there's a lot of law backing this, but they're using a Macy's that's their court and their city hall. If you're holding city business in the same vicinity and building that you're holding court, even a judge's restriction on filming, which some judges in some states and some cities and some counties have, you still have the right to film your business, while you're at City Hall. That's ridiculous. But it's not an issue of policy or procedure. It's just an issue that this cop is an absolute moron. He's making it up as he goes. You can see by the look on his face that he's like, I don't think you should do that. I'm going to have to arrest you for filming. So she does great. I mean, she leaves under the threat of arrest. And yeah, I say press these guys. Now, J-Town Press did an excellent job of getting what she needed on tape. So, and I do this a lot in my videos. I say, I just want to be perfectly clear. You're telling me that I will be arrested and I'm being trespassed from public under the threat of arrest because I'm exercising a constitutionally protected activity. Just want to make sure that's what you're saying. So when we chalk it up for the lawsuit later, which she's going to have a killer one, we have that documented. So let's continue.
Department complex to file my complaint on Officer Glazik. So I walk into the Kenner Police Department complex, file my internal affairs complaint. I went to do a public records request. I walk around the publicly accessible areas of the building. I walk outside and I'm arrested shortly thereafter.
Okay, you want to follow me?
I didn't even get to the record. You go back, I'm
You
just.
sure?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I just want to see, where do I put an officer complaint in?
I'm sorry, say it again.
An officer complaint?
Okay. Did the incident happen in Kenner?
It happened at the temporary city hall at Macy's.
Okay. Go ahead and and have a seat.
Okay.
And they call the officers off of patrol, so let me get the.
Well, can I talk to IA? Is that who I talk to?
Is it about an officer?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
What's your name?
Lana?
Hello.
No, Lana.
Okay, let me give you the form.
Okay.
Go ahead and fill this out, and then once you do that,
Do you have a pen I can borrow by chance that I can sit down with? Now, how you say it? Joella? Yeah, okay, I just want to make sure I pronounce it right. I hate butchering people's names.
Jody.
How was that?
Jody.
Jody, okay. Nice to meet you, Jody.
Okay, so, and then once you finish that, let me.
By the way, shout out in the chat is Lady Justice Liberty Press, who also shone a light on this case, doing a great job out there, as American Amy as well. J-Town is based out of Florida, but please make sure we subscribe to those ladies as well.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Somebody waiting to speak to somebody in the term.
It's kind of, I have a lot of redactions in there, but yeah, I didn't know if I could fill out another one. That way it's nice and clean.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, just so you can read it easier. So unless that's good for you. Okay.
No, this is fine, I understand.
Okay.
What's up, y'all? So right now she's meeting with Internal Affairs. She has the incident with Officer Idiot, who tells her that she's not allowed in the city hall with a camera. I've heard a lot of crazy stuff, right? I've never actually, in my personal estimation, had a police officer try and enforce that. I've had city hall employees that have tried to enforce that, never a police officer. So now she's doing her complaint process. She's meeting with internal affairs, and what happens next is going to absolutely blow your mind.
I know my chicken scratch right on a board here is kind of hard sometimes.
And did you already fill out the form for the public information request?
Is it under your understanding that I mean, it's a public area, City Hall, is that correct? So I should be allowed in there?
Yes.
Okay. Whether or not I'm recording or not, correct? I mean, it is a
city
public,
building. Yeah.
right, it's a city, like if I'm recording right this instant in a public lobby.
Yeah.
I wasn't asking to go in the courtrooms.
I want you guys to remember this part, which is going to be very indicative as to what happens when we go down the road with this case with J-Town Press, is that she's speaking to the person that's running internal affairs. Internal affairs is saying, yeah, that cop was wrong. You can absolutely film inside a public place, which is what she's just about to get arrested for.
I was just asking to go in City Hall. So, and actually, it was your front hall. I just held on to it in case we needed it. So.
It's you. She's talking.
Oh, me. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right, thank you so much.
¿Ah? ¿Una visa? Sí, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Your card ready?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So typically it takes, maybe 60 days or more to complete the investigation once it's filed.
Okay.
I don't anticipate this taking 60 days, but I know I have a few things that are ahead of you.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
And
I'll email you that this like as soon as I leave here or
Okay.
thereabouts.
let me make sure my email address is, yes.
Okay. And I'll email it directly to you. Okay.
cbates@kennerpd.com.
cbates. Okay. At Kenner.com.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So if you have any questions,
No, I'm gonna go right over here and do a public records
Okay.
request. Is this where you do it?
yes.
Okay.
If you have any questions, then you can feel free to call.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes.
Have a nice day. Hey, can I do a public records request?
Sure.
Okay. Do you have a form to fill out or?
How do you, is it a report?
No, actually, the officer that I just did a complaint for, his badge is 542. I want to get his personnel file, all his history, and
I don't know.
and I want to get his salary
You might have to go through
through somebody else.
the lady that.
I want you to look at this face. Okay, look at this face real quick. This is the face of utter confusion. And this just really has a lot to do with what's going on at this city hall, at this police department. None of them have any idea what the fuck they're doing. And it's just clear as day. Look at this woman's face. She is the first point of contact when you walk into the police department. So think of it like this. You go into a restaurant, right? And you walk up to a hostess and you say, it's a barbecue restaurant. Hello. Welcome to I'm excited to be at Accountability for All's barbecue restaurant. This is great. Hi, yes, I'd like a table for two. Do you have tables for two? Maybe over that way. What kind of food do you serve at Accountability for All's barbecue restaurant? I don't know. Okay, you don't know what type of food you serve here. What do you know? I don't know. No idea what's going on at all. And this woman is extremely polite, the person that's holding the camera. She's very calm. She's explicit. She's to the point. She's not screaming, yelling. And even though this is aggravating because this woman has no idea what she's doing, she's still very calm. So keep in mind that how this is even happening blows my mind. And by the way, guys, you didn't lose your wrenches. This is Accountability for All. It's my main channel, and the AFA crew, everyone has a wrench.
You just spoke with.
Okay, should I?
Ask her?
No. I just told her I figured it would just be a regular.
How about I give you her number? Did she give
She
you
gave me her
contact
card.
info?
Yeah, I also want to get this this camera up here. I want to get this footage for the time that I was here.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's all public, you know.
Yeah, I think you got to go through her on all of that.
On all of
We
it.
do like the police report,
Okay.
but especially since this,
So IA would handle public records requests for.
I believe so.
So IA would handle public records requests for.
Now, this woman behind the desk, bless her heart, she is an absolute sweetheart. But being a sweetheart doesn't give you an excuse to suck at your job. You're working in a public capacity at a police department. She has no idea what's going on. Let's clarify it for her if she's watching. You don't go through internal affairs for public records request. In fact, when internal affairs is processing your stuff, if records is a part of your complaint, they have to go to records to get the correct records to move forward with the complaint process. It's very, very simple. But because that there's a complaint involved with this records request, this woman is dumbfounded, dumbstruck. Think about this. We're about to go from this to an arrest. And this cop, when he comes out to arrest, goes completely nuts. And where do we go? Also, combat veteran. So J-Town Press, we thank you for your service. And that's what makes this even more sad. I didn't know that, guys. Again, she was charged with failure to ID and criminal trespass. But this is someone that literally fought for your rights. Thanks so much, Tony F. I really appreciate that. You guys can feel free to super chat if you like. She and Tony F has served. There's people that have literally faced the ultimate price and paid the ultimate sacrifice so we can enjoy civil liberties, so we can enjoy our life the way that it was intended under the guise of the Constitution. Whether it's malicious or ignorance, that's really never an excuse. But let's get back to the video. And now what you're going to see is after she's done dealing with Willy Wonka and the complaint factory worker right here, she says, I'm just going to take a look around. Keep an eye. Watch. It gets crazy.
Okay. That's kind of weird.
Police may help you. Okay, so I think that's going to.
Is there a form that I can fill out that I can hand? What's that?
If it doesn't go through her, she's going to be able to find out who. Because
I can't fill something out and give it to you, and then no.
No, because I don't have it. I don't have any kind of form for that.
I mean, usually what the law says, what federal law says, that you guys, I can fill it out on a sheet of paper.
Well, yeah, for a report.
No, for public records. What's that?
We have that.
Do you have a supervisor
Call
available?
my supervisor.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Thanks.
Okay, she's away from her desk, but I got them telling her to come up here as soon as she gets back. So if you want to just have a seat.
Certainly.
Thanks. Go ahead and call the lady for your phone.
Okay. Because that's just kind of weird. I've done 1,000 public records requests, and that's.
Like I said, I mean, I
Yeah.
haven't been here that long, but.
Oh, I gotcha. Usually I just do it, you know.
Police report, but I've never been asked for something like that.
Yeah, it's a FOIA request, Freedom of Information Act, so.
Again, my brain is stumped. Someone's asking for a public records request, and this person working behind the desk is like, I've never heard of something like that before. She's the person you go to for this. What is happening?
I'm away from my boss.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, she said you do need to talk to Sergeant Bates.
Okay. And who is your supervisor?
Margarita Diaz.
Diaz. Okay. And what's her position?
Records.
Okay.
I tried to call her and she's
Okay.
not answering her phone, so she may be at lunch.
Okay.
But you said you have her card?
Yes.
Yeah, so just give her a call,
Okay.
and just let her know.
Okay.
Shout out as if it's your business. Been a member 6 months. We appreciate you.
Know,
Okay.
you know, what you want.
All right. Thank you. That's no problem. Yeah.
Look, guys, zero signage, nothing anywhere. A public elevator. No sign on the outside of the elevator. No sign inside of the elevator.
Nothing out here.
J-Town Press even had the wherewithal to triple check. Right in the main lobby, there's this elevator. There's no key card access. It opens up on its own. She looks outside the elevator, on the elevator, inside the elevator. The moment she walks into the elevator, she says, you know what? Let me double check. I'm going to step outside and go take a peek at the elevator again. Nothing indicating that this is anything other than public access.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going? Oh, no, I'm still looking around. Still looking around. Thank you.
Guy's wearing a white shirt. It appears as if he holds the rank of captain, if I could correctly see 2 bars on his shoulder. So now you have a person in the rank of captain that is the highest rank of anyone she meets with, from the city hall where she meets a regular beat cop, to downstairs, to the sergeant that comes out, all the way to the cops that will wind up arresting her. The highest ranking person she bumps into says, hey, how you doing? Need anything? You need anything? You think maybe he'd be like, you're in a secure floor, ma'am. Not for nothing. I know cops love their torture exhibits, right? Like they'll have like these nice little museums that show handcuffs and old tasers and super duper, I don't poop my pants because I'm a cop and I have a badge number helmet and all these special toys that they have. But they don't usually have these on floors that are not publicly accessible. They put displays out so the public can see them. So as of right now, there is nothing that is not publicly accessible. What is my take on this? Hot AFA take of the day is that cop got butthurt that she filled out a complaint. The internal affairs cop said, yeah, that guy's a moron. I can't believe he told you that. You're absolutely allowed to film anywhere. And they started figuring out from right now how they were going to do this arrest. Stay here, guys. Smash that like button. If you'd like to help out, you can super chat. But the most crazy thing of this video is the arrest itself, because they didn't actually arrest her. They must have forgot. They put her in handcuffs. They forgot to arrest her. Let's keep looking.
Oh, wow. It's a cool shot.
Now, let's say she did I'm just loving J-Town Press. If you guys don't go subscribe, for a brand new activist, she breaks down her videos fantastically, right? And she does things within her videos, double, triple checking, looking for signage. She does things that some of the seasoned vets that sometimes I myself miss. But it's important to point this part out. And she's doing this for a reason here, folks. She's showing you because maybe the police department might claim ignorance and say, listen, we've never had someone come in our public building before and then try and go up the elevator. That's crazy. No one would ever do something like that. That's crazy. Don't ever do it. So they can't claim ignorance that they just thought everyone should know that this is a restricted area, so they didn't place any signs. No, they put signs where they didn't want you to go. They put signs on the places that you should not be. So they're clearly just stupid. But let's watch.
That is cool. It's just the stairwell. Door's locked. Police route, the radio room, authorized personnel only, communications personnel only.
Guys, I don't know if you saw that right there, but that's a sign for the public. That's 1336. So this is supposedly secure access. Let's go back to that sign for a second that's there for members of the public. See if we can read this bad Larry. Casino road trip. So this is open to the public. So this is a notification for the Blue Casino road trip where members of the public can use this poster and go to their website and sign up for a cool casino road trip. They're urging members of the public to go. So I'm still trying to figure out, and we're going to play America's favorite game. How low can you go? Ladies and gentlemen, that is where we're going to finish this video. You're going to tell me your feelings on it. Then we're going to contact this police department, ask them how long they've been violating people's rights, why they're violating people's rights, and what they plan to do about this. Also, pinned to the top of the chat is the link for the J-Town Press. Let's continue. Stick around after the arrest. We're going to call these guys up.
See any restricted access signs? Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're feeling scared. I hope you don't know what to do with yourself. In fact, I hope you bought some Depends for this episode, because this is the world's most secure facility, complete with no signage, unlocked doors. Members of the public, Oh no! Can we believe that almost violent arrest comes after this video? I still can't. Like, my mind is warped. Everyone, please smash that like. Really appreciate it. You guys want a super chat? By the way, a PayPal link is paypal.me/accountability for all if you want. But like, I'm like, my mind at this point, if we're just watching this video, pretend I didn't tell you that there was an arrest coming, or there wasn't a really exciting thumbnail, or you hadn't heard of this video before, you would watch this video and be like, yeah, this is a pass. There's not a lot of action here. To think that an arrest follows this is ridiculous in itself. And these cops are moron. And Louisiana is a one-party consent state, so I'm going to be calling them. And I can't wait for them to tell me that it's illegal to record them. But they're going to find out about recording real quick. Simpler. Didn't think about stuff like that. So I do want to point something out. Chris has made a comment, and so Clinton, how you doing, Clinton? Clinton says, there's no signs, but do you see those little black boxes on the walls to the right of the doorway? Those are card readers for secure access. That's correct. If they lock down the building, then each door can be secured remotely by pressing your key card up against these little black boxes that you see in the bottom here, right around where the cursor is rotating. But a lock on a door does not indicate that this is, for example, there's locks on a town hall, but they're not locked. The business is still open. Just having a lockbox there does not indicate. I mean, there's other members of the public walking around. I mean, there's advertisements for the public to get involved in a casino. This is very clearly a public place. That's not the most interesting part of this video, nor is the arrest the most interesting part of this video. What's the most interesting? Oh, that's great. Kid Cools from Kenner. The most interesting part of this video is what he says to effect the arrest. The reasonable articulable suspicion that he obtains in his 2-minute investigation to effect the probable cause for her arrest. That's the most interesting part. Guys, if you didn't remember, I got arrested in St. John's the Baptist Parish, Louisiana. I was filming outside with PayPal Patty, Extra Good Citizen, and No Name. Was that anyone else? I don't know. Anyway, so we're outside filming, and this uneducated cop, much like these ones, comes out and goes, "Oh, you gotta leave." And I'm like, "No, I'm not leaving." He's like, "Round them up." So they round me up. Good Citizen's still alive. They quickly realized that they screwed up. They drove us 2.5 hours away to a shopping mall outside of Baton Rouge. Long story short, when it got to the prosecutor, they declined to move forward in the interest of justice. They are notoriously uneducated, and that's because you get what you pay for. A rookie cop on average in Massachusetts is making about $90,000. You can be a cop in Louisiana in some of these smaller towns or backwoods parishes, and you're making $16,000 a year. As a full-time police officer, you need to work 2 other jobs. We saw cops out there that literally in their makeshift cruiser had Uber, Lyft, and Amazon delivery things. So you get what you pay for. But let's keep looking.
The 2 button does not work. So time to go down.
Notice that part as well, guys. One of the floors didn't work, so that floor is restricted. Very easy. You can't go onto the floor. Here comes the arrest.
help Anita. Oh, it's so cold in there. My glasses are fogging up.
And guys, please don't take offense when I say backwater or backwoods. When I make these comments, I'm referring to the police officers themselves. Very low education, very low pay, very backwards views. These are the types of places that have such daily civil rights violations that people don't even understand it's not against the law. That it's against the law for the police to be doing these types of things. So no offense if you're from Kenner or from the area or from Louisiana. That's one of the places I had most wanted to visit. And I went there during the Kung Flu and no one was out. So I had the entire city to myself. Absolutely beautiful. I love Louisiana. But when I say backwater, backwoods, we're talking about these cops and the way that they act, the way that they control themselves. And you're about to see that here. I mean, we're talking, find the dumbest security guard at the shittiest mall you've ever been to. Give them a badge, a gun, and a taser and the right to kidnap whoever they want. That's who she's about to meet.
I told you, I'm in kindergarten, right? I was right next to the airport. All right, I understand. I just. Running out of gas right here.
Okay.
And there's a situation in the CBD. I'm trying to get to my friend.
Sure.
Where's the closest one?
Oh gosh. Do you have a Sam's Club membership? Okay.
My parents probably. I think my parents probably still do.
Because there's a Sam's Club. I'm not from the area, so
Okay.
yeah, I'm not really sure. I know there's a Sam's Club there.
An offer you on the job.
What's that? Oh, I'm not a police officer.
All right.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm not
Cool,
a cop.
That's
Yeah.
even better. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm not a cop. Yeah. So I'm with the press. So
We're okay. Awesome. Are you heading anywhere right now? Or?
no,
Okay.
I'm actually looking to look at the police cars right now.
Okay. Cool.
I don't have a vehicle, so
Who watches the watchers? Like.
right, that's me.
Yeah. Awesome.
So
Thank you.
yeah,
Y'all my fucking
Yeah.
people.
record the police.
Yeah.
So
Always.
yep.
Okay. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would.
In disclosure, with my family's 2 weeks ago, she went on a 10-day.
Guys, I gotta rewind this part. Listen very closely. Now he talks about, so he's clearly tweaking. In my estimation, he's tweaking. He's got a gas can. So I want to break this down to you. Or please help me figure this out. J-Town Press is super polite, super well educated. She's not like me. I'm an asshole. She's very calm. She's doing the right thing. She's just like perfect, right? Now she gets arrested. You got this guy, all right, Tweedledoofus, clearly tweaking out, coming back from a real bad hiatus on a couple-day binge. He's carrying a gas can and he's talking about a Tinder date. I don't understand how she's the one that got arrested, but this is police work at its finest. Let's just go back about 10 seconds.
Like.
Right, that's me.
Yeah. Awesome.
So
Thank you.
yeah,
Y'all my fucking
Yeah.
people.
record the police.
Yeah.
So
Always.
yep.
Okay. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would.
In disclosure, with my family's 2 weeks ago, she went on a 10-day. Person had sex against her will.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't have any actual cash money, and I'm not good with digital shit and everything.
Are you okay other than running out of gas? I'm sorry.
You're just in the building?
Was that where we're at?
Is this gonna blow up?
Are you in the building?
Was I where? What building?
This one.
I may be.
You may be?
Yeah, I may have been.
Okay. You have a pass?
A pass? What kind of a pass?
So an access pass to get through the building.
I don't have any access pass on me.
Okay. What was the purpose of you being in the
I'm a journalist, so I was filling out a complaint with IA on an officer.
Okay. And did they tell you to go see somebody? I'm just trying to figure out why you were on the secure floor.
I literally was going to publicly accessible areas. So anywhere that there was no signage and told me I couldn't be there or any unlocked doors, and that's where I went. So just checking out, just taking a tour of a public building. So
Okay.
I'm a reporter, independent journalist. Yep.
We saw you go through an area where you were supposed to be able to have to buzz through.
I literally, if there was no signage on there and the door was unlocked, yeah, I went in. So
Okay. I'm just checking to see.
Yeah, I'm fine.
If you were in the building and what was if you were visiting internal affairs?
Yep, that's who I was
Good to
with.
go.
Yep,
All
you
right.
can ask the lady at
So
the
we'll
front
just have
desk. Her name was Jody or Joella.
Yeah, she did say that you were here and that you were supposed to be, you were going to see somebody.
Yeah.
I was just trying to figure out who you were going to see. She didn't tell me who you were going to see.
Yeah,
So,
I'm just checking out your police cars, checking
not
out
a problem.
Public, yeah.
Anywhere I'm just gonna have to
the
go
public's
figure out why that door wasn't.
Yeah.
Why that secure door wasn't secure. So,
Yep.
all right.
All right, have a good one. What was your name, sir?
Detective Whiter.
Detective Whiter. Do you have a badge number?
3786.
Thank you so much.
But wait, there's more.
Yep.
This is the hardest policing that this moron is going to have to do all day. I have to go back. I'm going to need to figure out why the secure door was not secure. Wow. 1 second. 1022 to control. Come in, control. We got a barn burner here. It appears that the secure door was not secure. That's what I said. Yeah, the secure door wasn't secure. I don't fucking know how that's possible, but the secure door wasn't secure. Like, what do we do? The lady's got shorts. She's got a GoPro. The secure door wasn't secure. I don't know what to do. Okay. This is what we're dealing with. Absolute morons. By the way, if you'd like her link, it is pinned to the top of the chat. Take a look to the top and you will see her link and go there and subscribe.
Cool. 242. I guess I found a. That's cool. That's cool. Uh-oh. Got a lot of stuff in there.
How you doing today?
Good, you?
Pretty good. Need your identification, please?
For what?
Because you were just in our building that was controlled access, the entire building.
Okay.
So the identification.
Did I break a law?
Yeah, you entered our building that you weren't allowed in.
Well, there was no restricted access.
There is
signs.
restricted access. It's
There
all,
was no-
it's all carded.
Anywhere I went to, it was all there was
Ma'am,
no
you were in the
signage.
entire floor. To get up there, you have to have controlled access.
I literally walked in. It's all on video.
Okay, how
There
did
was
you
no
get through
there was no signage. There was nothing. I literally hit the button. That's
Hit
it.
what button?
On the elevator. So I literally hit the floor. There was no signage. There was
Hit
no
what
nothing.
floor?
Look at how confused this cop's mind can't wrap around how a fucking elevator works. Like, ma'am, I need ID right now. You were in a floor. How did you get there? How'd you get on the floor? How did the door open? And she's like, well, I there was an elevator. I pressed a button. What button? What friggin' button did you press? This guy's about to fucking explode because he doesn't know how an elevator works. Like, this is just, I think this is epic.
What's
What
that?
floor did you go to? 'Cause that's all control.
I don't remember.
To get into the elevators, you have to have an access card.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I can't help that your elevator. There's no signage. There's nothing that says that I can't access it. Trust me. I looked. No, there's not.
This is controlled access.
Can you show me?
Okay. See your identification.
Well, if I didn't break a law, then I'm
You did break a law. You can't
What
get
law?
controlled access.
Can you articulate a law that I broke?
Ma'am, please don't do
I'm
this.
not. Trust me. I do this for a living.
I know you do.
So
I know you do.
tell me what I did that I broke a law.
Because you access our building, took photographs of confidential information inside the building.
Okay, I didn't break any laws. So you need signage or you need some kind of key to access.
On you.
I do have
Okay,
identification.
can I have your identification?
If you can articulate a law that I broke, then I'll be happy
You
to
have
give
been
it to you.
detained, okay? 'Cause
Okay,
you were
so
not
now I'm
billed.
detained.
Yes, you're detained.
Okay. What?
Guys, I want you to pay attention to his verbiage. Right now, he's not saying she's arrested. He's saying that she's detained. In Louisiana law, you don't have to identify until you've been placed under arrest. So there's no signage for her to have trespassed. The only places that had signage, she did not go in, right? So we know that she didn't trespass. She's not detained, so she is detained, but she's not under arrest, so she does not have to ID. So problem solved right there. There's no ID refusal or being charged with that because she's not under arrest. Watch, here we go.
Legally detained.
So what crime
What
did I
state are you
commit?
from? Because evidently you don't understand Louisiana law. You have been legally detained because you were inside our building. So we have a right to access you, ask you information, and get your information from you. Okay?
No, that's wrong.
That is true.
I have to commit a crime.
You do not have to commit a crime. You have to be suspicion, which you were inside a building.
So is
which
that
controlled
suspicion
access.
a misdemeanor or felony?
Ma'am, there's no such thing. Okay, give me your identification, please.
For what?
Go ahead, detain her.
You just told me I'm
You're
detained. I'm not going
You're
anywhere.
physically being detained.
Okay. I'm just asking you what law I broke.
Look at the other cop. The other cop's fucking confused too. This guy's sounding like such a fucking moron that the cop's like, well, you're detained. Go ahead, detain her. And the other cop's like, what? But I thought she was detained. Is she being double detained? Is that like the secure door that wasn't secure? Control, is there a double detainment? Oh my God, what's happening? I can't wait to call these guys in about 5 minutes. Enjoy.
That's it. You can't act. It's clipped in the front.
Can you want to unclip that?
Don't turn it off. It's in the front. It's in the front. The clip is in the front.
So he turns the GoPro off. Next clip is inside the jail when the officer turns my GoPro on and then turns it immediately back off. But you can see me in the background. I was illegally detained and then arrested for over 10 hours. Not one employee could tell me why I was arrested the entire time I was in custody, even though I asked multiple times. So just over a week later, I get a call from my attorney that says my confiscated GoPro is ready to pick up. So I headed straight down there promptly.
Guys, I'm going to kick it out to the chat. Maybe you can help me out. There was none of this last time, but when they tell her she can come pick up her shit, they are there this time. What are they? Write in the chat. We'll see if you're right.
Yep, I'm here to see a detective Dealing. I'm not sure how you say his name.
Okay, your name?
Lana.
Lana.
I'm here to pick up my property.
Okay, he knows you're coming?
Yes. I was just told to come down and pick up my property.
All right.
And I have the property item number if you need it.
How are you? Fine. How are you? Busy.
You have an appointment with him now?
No, they said come down and pick it up.
You might not be able to.
Okay. I was originally supposed to speak to Jim Delvin, but he's actually out today. So they told me to talk to Detective, I'm not sure how to, I don't want to butcher his name, Dealing.
He's not here, but that, I don't know why they told you to contact him. Let me,
I'm just here to pick up my property.
Hello.
Hey. Restricted area. They still don't have anything on the doors.
okay, you wanna have a seat? I'm gonna have I just got a couple of people, I gotta figure out who can come down.
All right, thank you.
I just don't wanna make you wait.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Okay, I'm gonna walk around. I'm kind of, let's take a look in the public lobby. I still don't see anything posted saying it's. Ah, now they got it taped up.
What do they got there? If you said signage, then you are the lucky winner. We will go back through the chat, find your name, and give you absolutely nothing. Not a fucking thing. You don't win anything. But you're here, so that's great. A Blue Line supporter maybe miss a traffic stop video on his channel. Great to see you, Hillsborough. Thanks so much. Guys, we're going to be doing How Low Can You Go? We're going to be calling the PD and figuring out why they do this. Why are they so stupid? I'm going to ask them. I'm going to be like, hello, officer. Is your secure door secure or not secure? To secure or to not secure? That is the question. Like, I watch some of this shit. It makes me laugh hysterically. Yeah.
There you go. Okay, thank you. What's his name? Cunningham. Okay, thank you. You Detective Cunningham?
No, I'm Detective Whiter.
Okay.
And what was your name, sir?
Detective Whiter,
Detective White. Do you have a badge number?
3786.
Did you need the property ID or my ID or anything? Okay.
Nope, I recognize you.
Okay.
Case, strap,
Okay.
device,
Okay.
card.
Okay. And y'all didn't delete anything off here?
Did not.
Okay. And do you need my signature for it?
I do, right
Okay.
here.
Okay. It doesn't write very well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that good enough for you?
Yeah, I mean, if it's good enough for you.
As long as that's
I mean,
that's your signature.
Yeah, yeah, that's.
Good enough. We can erase it and start it over again. Whichever.
Can I just put my initials instead?
Sure.
Okay. Might make it a little bit easier. Is it going to reset or? Okay, I didn't.
Signature. All right, good
All
to go.
Thank you so much.
Yep, have a good day.
You too.
So please tell me what y'all think in the comments. I'll go in.
All right, now to give you guys the update. She was arrested and charged with 2 crimes. She was charged with criminal trespassing and failure to identify. So to fail to identify, you must be under arrest. As you could see from the video, she was not under arrest. She was detained. He made sure to triple detain her. She was verbally detained and then presently detained, currently detained, physically detained, and otherwise detained. But she was clearly not under arrest. And she didn't ID. So that's gone. See you later. Thrown out the window. Clearly, they knew they screwed up because even if they wanted to make it secure access, there was no signage. The fact that there was signage afterwards does not help them win this case. It shows that they were negligent, right? We knew that there wasn't signage before. We knew that we fucked up. So now we're going to put signage. It's like after you build a wall around your parking lot. Cops have done that. I had a police department spent like $6,000 on a fence after I went there. Bay Area Transparency, they had to put up signs. How much did that cost? And I went and filmed the same place afterwards. This is the type of stuff that happens. You don't just get to like say shit and then that becomes a law. How often do we see that? So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you're new here, if this is your first time. By the way, pinned to the top of the chat is the link for J-Town Press. We would ask that you would go subscribe to her. But ladies and gentlemen, now is that time of the day. If you're new here, welcome. Because this is a very important time. And because it's a very important time, and because we have this really high budget, we also have music to help us introduce this. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time in the show where idiot cops get told to go exactly where they should be. How bad did they do? How much did they suck? It's America's favorite game. How low can you go? Wow, sound effects, that cost us a lot of money. Send us all your money now because we're not going to be able to recover from that. Guys, when you type in the Kenner Police Department on Google, this is what you find. They have 2.8 stars on Google. I'm going to leave a review. Because I think they suck. So I am going to write, nice to know that the moron cop I saw on YouTube is really dumb. Stop arresting people for lawful activities. Okay. Should I add a photo? Actually, no, I'm not gonna add a photo. I'm gonna give them a 1 star. Boom. And I'm a Google guy, just so they know. My shit's for reals in them. We're gonna be going back over this to see the reviews as they come in. And I'm gonna give them a call. We're gonna see what they got to say. Give me 1 second here. Gotta write this down. Yeah, this is the Kenner Police Department right there. That's them, Kenner PD. The same number I have? Yeah, it is. Okay, let's give them a shout. We need to shout, let it all out because these are the things I cannot do without. Let's give it a try. Here we go.
Help you?
Hi, who is this?
It's 675.
Oh, great to speak to you. Just so you know, I'm recording this call for my purposes. I have a question. Do your police officer? I'm sorry.
Yes, go ahead.
Oh yeah. Do your police officers normally arrest people for no reason? And are they idiots some of the time, most of the time, or all of the time?
I've never known them to arrest somebody somebody for no reason.
Oh no, have you heard of a channel called the J-Town Press? She was actually in your lobby. She was arrested for filming inside your police station in areas that were not marked, doors were open. And then the cop actually told her that she needed to give him ID without suspicion of a crime. Isn't that silly? When she was detained, he told her it was lawful to ID, even though under Louisiana law, as you know, you don't have to ID until you're arrested. And now he looks like an idiot to the entire world. So that's why I was trying to figure out, is it just like, was it a singular thing because just that cop's a moron, or was it like a greater issue? But so it must be just that guy then.
Okay, I mean, I can speak to rank if you'd like to speak to rank, like the supervisor.
Is there one on?
Well, they're in roll call right now. I can get your name and phone number and have one call you back.
Okay, so they're counting off how many officers will be available to violate citizens' rights this evening?
No, they have their switch when they switch shift.
Right, so the old violators come in and the new people that will arrest you for filming in public, they switch places.
Okay, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
I
have a supervisor call you if you'd like.
Yeah, no, I do have one last question. If I want to fill out so I'm really concerned because pigs are the most wild, and they're really taking over the country. They multiply at a rapid rate. They're feral hogs. So obviously I would deal with animal control if I'm having an issue with a pig. So since this cop's a pig and I'd like to file a complaint on him, do I do that through animal control?
For an animal, yeah.
Well, yeah, no, he seemed like an animal. The way he was acting, he's definitely an animal. I forget his name. So I would find this. Sorry.
Do you want to make a complaint on an officer?
Yeah, pig. He was a pig. So do I speak to animal control?
Okay, well then you'd have to call Human Resources on Monday.
But if he's a pig, why would I call Human Resources? So Human Resources takes the complaints and the feral viral pigs.
Well, you're making a complaint on an officer. Or can you speak to a supervisor?
I don't want to give my number out though, because this poor woman was assaulted just for filming in public. Imagine if I gave you my phone number.
Okay, well, it's still up to you if you want to speak to a supervisor.
Well, if they're in roll call figuring out who's going to be beating up whom this evening, I can just call back.
Okay.
Okay. Detective Whiteear doesn't happen to be working this evening, is he?
No, they work Monday through Friday.
Oh, that one's a real butt nugget too. Do me a favor, tell him to change his shirt. I've seen 3 videos about him violating people's rights and he still has the same red shirt on. If he needs, we can send him some Tide Pods. We can send him some Finish, some Dawn. I mean, like really, even the one with the bear snuggles his butt real, close and gets all comfortable. We can send him some of those. There's nothing wrong with, and if he doesn't have enough shirts, I will start a GoFundMe to get him more shirts if he needs it. Is Captain Cunningham in?
No, he works Monday through Friday.
He works Monday through Friday, so he has the weekend off from violating people's rights. He doesn't have to do that this weekend. Okay.
Well, if you want to call back later and speak to a supervisor, we can transfer you to a supervisor.
Okay, I appreciate it. Like I said, and I told you at the beginning, this call is being recorded for my purposes and for general dissemination to the public. And I would ask that, if you guys speak to someone who you're a dispatcher. It's not your fault, so I'm not yelling at you. But, citizens have rights. I'm sure you know that. You understand that. And I don't think that you think people's rights should be violated. So if you do see an officer doing something wrong, can you at least do me a favor, look within yourself and maybe speak up or report that officer? Could you do that for me?
Yeah, no problem.
All right. You have an excellent evening and be careful about leaving any leftover food, anything like that. Pigs will eat anything.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. God bless you.
Thank you.
Okay. That's the reason I stopped you today. Okay. Anyways, let's go back and see where they're at right now. So what were they before? Before they were at a 2.8. Let's see if anyone's left any negative reviews. Oh, they're at a 2.5. Someone's left a review. Let's go look. So someone named Accountability for All wrote, nice to know that moron cop I saw on YouTube is really dumb. Stop arresting people for lawful activities. Jeremy Shaw said, worst training from a department. I agree. That was just now. Primal says, do you want freedom? Do you understand constitutional rights? You need to stop arresting people engaged in lawful activities. Not a good look for you. 3 minutes ago, Natalie says, do you always arrest people for nothing? That's what I was trying to figure out. Was that just like a momentary thing? Is it a normalcy? And she didn't say, like, she said it doesn't happen. Apparently that's wrong. Tim says your police department needs to spend more time knowing the law and not harassing the press. Happy Fuck the Cops Day. Love that. Shout out to Eric. Dean says, I tried to find your department, but there's no signs anywhere. Dean, you are the lucky winner. Dean McIntyre, you are the lucky winner of absolutely fucking nothing. But I feel like if you were here right now, we'd be great friends. Excellent comment. So we're at 2.5. I'm going to refresh the page and see if there's anything new, because this is a fun game. This is America's game. Oh, good. Liz. Liz wrote, a polite vet visiting your city is treated with the utmost disrespect. This makes clear the individuals working there are clearly unfit to represent the city. I agree with Liz 100%. Let me reset again here, see if there's any new ones. I want to make sure I read everyone. There can't possibly be another new one. Oh, there is. Okay. Our guy says, go spend more time in the law library and less time at the bang range. Go read the Constitution. Constitution. That's four syllables, our guy. Literally, they don't have an understanding past one syllable. I mean, they're barnyard feral animals. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Give us a second. We'll go right back. Papa Chuck's is up there. By the way, here's what they're going to do, guys. You can't see any of the reviews you're reading. You just have to go to new. Set it to new. So go over here, go to the reviews, click the Google reviews, and then set it to newest. What they're going to do is they're going to start reporting these comments, and they're going to start deleting them, which is actually illegal. Utica, New York, shout out to them. They're excellent on their Facebook page about not deleting any comments and specifically explaining to their citizens why some comments can't be deleted. It is illegal for them to delete comments. So let me see where they're at. Someone wrote a new one. Let's see. Ooh, Paul left one. Paul says, officers should know. I think she means should. Officers should know and obey their oath to the Constitution. As for the YouTube video I just saw, it's clear they don't. I agree. You know what I mean? But that's let's see the pictures. Let's see the picture of their proud blue line bangers here. Okay, so I only see like young cops on this one. Clearly they hide the tyrants in the back. This is the face they want you to see, but none of these police officers were in this video. Why are they hiding them all? That's really interesting. Do they have videos attached here? No, just this lady pointing to a car behind her. Let's go to all. See what else they got. See photos. Seems like that's it. They're doing a great job. I mean, super, super brave. So brave. I'm going to check one more review before I start doing something else here. So we got things to do today, rights to violate, all sorts of fun things. MAMR just leaves 1 star. He doesn't even have words. He's so disgusted with how friggin' stupid they are, which makes sense. I'm not happy either. Jeremy Shaw, welcome to the membership. Shout out to my friend Howard Rourke. It's so great to see you. Howard's a great dude. Jeremy Shaw, welcome to the membership. Please, if you are an AFA member, we have perks. Go ahead on Facebook, or you can go to our email address, josha1487@gmail.com, or you can go to theafacrew@gmail.com and make sure that you send me a name saying member with a picture of your membership so I can add you to the Facebook group. We have a very interactive Facebook group from both my channels because we do have two. We have this channel and we have the AFA crew. If you're not subscribed to the AFA crew and you really enjoy activism and all sorts of fun stuff, go there. Our shorts in that channel, bang. And I always release shorts of videos that I'm going to release on that channel before they ever hit my main channel. So the video that's got 100K from a couple days ago, you guys would have seen that video first in the AFA crew. And I think the short has like 400K. But, we really appreciate everyone. But if you're a member on either channel, we're going to make sure that we bring you into the members group. All the information, including AFA gear, is on the About page. But most importantly, make sure you go to J-Town Press, okay? Oh, hi, baby. That's my doggie. I got a German Shepherd, and she's playing with a squeaky toy right next to me. You want to say hi to the people? Yeah. I can't pick you up, though, because... Come on. Come on. How are you going to make me pick you up? Oh, she's getting so big. Say hi, everyone. Okay. All right. Say hi. What's that? Who's that? Go ahead. Say hi to him. Hi. Okay. You're a good girl. Yes. What's that? Okay. All right, guys. Well, she's ready to go for a walk. But I appreciate you. Everyone, make sure you subscribe to the J-Town Press. She's awesome, right? She's going to give you updates on what's going on. I'm going to give you updates on what's going on. And I think another big channel is going to be doing something on this as well. WSK Clown says, your pup is half size of my Cookie Monster. LOL. She's a German Shepherd. Yeah, we expect this one to be. Calm down. Are you trying to eat me? Are you trying to eat me? I know. What do you think about the cops in this video? Do you like them? Yeah, I don't either. I thought they were really bad. Yeah. I'll say goodbye to the people. All right, guys. 2.3 now. We'll see you on the next one. Hit the link pinned to the top of your chat. That's the J-Town Press. Don't forget, we really appreciate all y'all. Stay safe. Exercise your rights. Subscribe to Banana Anna. And, that's Gia Howard. Don't forget, that's the reason I stopped you today. We'll catch you on the next one. I'm out of here. Later.